picture of DMs. They be silent like bass hitters. The mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think I'm better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog on me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Off we go from Vegas. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by the first-round pick in 2025 out of Ole Miss. It's Jackson Dart.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
First down run, netted 3, so we've got a 2nd and 7 here. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up. Out of a shotgun. It's Dart. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it, that play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
Off the play fake. Smith. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Vegas. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He'll step up and run.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. First running back taken in April's draft, it's Ashton Genty. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
2 yards.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Here's 1st and 10. A run. Genty. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Run out of the gun for Genty. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun, it's Gino. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are out to an early 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Giants offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll go play action here with Dart. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
A carry here for Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. 3rd and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. A short one there to Bellinger. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Oh, not a good punt there. This is a dump. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Raiders offense ready for their second possession. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read, and he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Vegas.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
On first down, here's Gino to throw. On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and that will lead to a second down.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Run right up the gut with Gentry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
They'll go again with Gentry. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Gino to throw. That's a short one on by Bowers. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Vegas.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Las Vegas first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen to Gentry. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Number 2, Ashton Gentry. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 8-yard line.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Smith. Heel step, and he's in! Geno Smith, touchdown Las Vegas.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good, and the Raiders are out to a 10-0 lead. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Now, Dart. Oh, a loose football. No turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and we'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And the Giants 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
To the air again goes Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Dart gonna throw it again. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Raiders' 34-yard line.
2nd and a yard. To the air once more is Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
What a first half of this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
On third down, here is Dart. The ball's out. And the Raiders have come up with it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Second and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. To return it, here's Raheem Mostert. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
And that's Lockett. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. He's got the Golden Domer. That's Michael Mayer. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. After that play, it stopped. An injured Giant on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's second down. In motion, that's Thornton. Throwing on second down, Smith. Oh, man, open downfield is Thornton. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Man in motion here is Tucker. first down throw for Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here's Genty. And some good blocking. Springing a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
On second down, Smith. Rolling to the left. Good blocking, and he's in. Geno Smith, touchdown Raiders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Giants nothing.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Here's second and 3 to go. On the give, it's Tracy. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Here's a third down and 4. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 17 yards that time to number 17.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. A play fake. Now Dart. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off. Here's Dart. He'll get this out wide.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Dart. And this will be incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield. Deep pass, incomplete. They got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
That's taken in, and he will have a Giants 1st down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the 4th quarter.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he will get into the end zone. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are back in this one. It's 17-7. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return is Dylan Laube. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Gino. That's complete to Lockett outright. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 14 yards on that pass play there. Good for a Raider first down.
49-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Avon Thibodeau able to pursue his man and drop him for a loss of 4.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Smith. It is complete. He finds Lockett. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Genty. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And Gunnar Olszewski goes back deep to bring this one back. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play. 1 play, 1 first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He has Hyatt complete, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Giants. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Open man is Robinson, and he is out of bounds. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route, on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he's brought down after on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. And Tyrone Tracy was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down. To the air again goes Dart. He's done his man, complete to Johnson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's second down and 3. To the air once more is Dart. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's two big key pieces the way you want to evaluate quarterbacks in the NFL, Mike, is the first one, how do they operate on third down? But the second one, how do they throw the ball when it's not a clean pocket? And you saw here, the ability to be on time and accurate through contact. That's what separates the good ones from the rest, and that was a big-time throw right there.
Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up second down. Dart gonna throw it again. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their second. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
But it's fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here.
The onside kick recovered by the Raiders.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Maden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.